Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Baker Mayfield, the second-year quarterback from Oklahoma, will pilot this offense as the Browns get set for their first drive. Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
I'd say it was a pretty nice debut season for Nick Chubb in 2018. He fell just 4 yards short of a 1,000-yard season as a rookie. But he did average over 5 yards per carry and had a 92-yard touchdown run against the Atlanta Falcons, the third longest run in the league last season.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Throw the ball at your own peril when Jordan Poyer is in the lineup. In the last 2 seasons, he's been in the top 10 in interceptions both years and second on the team in tackles in 2018. An all-around terrific center field type of a safety.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Buffalo's offense jogs on the field, led by quarterback Josh Allen, who is yet to throw for 300 yards this year, but the Bills are 6-2. They got the win against Washington in Week 9. Allen in that game, Charles, only 160 yards, but a pair of touchdowns as well.
Yeah, had 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing, and the yardage tells the story, though. That's kind of been the stat line all year long. Decent, but not really stretching the field. Now, his wide receivers aren't exactly the burners that you're looking for, but they're able to ride a really good defense to this record so far. The big thing for Josh Allen, continue to work on ball security. 2 more fumbles against Washington. He's got 12 for the season. That's going to cost you in the bigger games.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The tackle made by T.J. Carey. On 2nd and 9, Allen.
Well, that takes a start out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safety blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the air, Allen, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. You think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterback's edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you got to look at Tom Brady, all right? It's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you got to have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Buffalo's offense getting ready to take over possession again here. Yeah, this crew is off to their best record, their best start since '93, and that was a Super Bowl year in that stretch of 4 straight Super Bowl appearances. Now, offensively, and you noted it earlier, Coach Sean McDermott's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They do go for it. Here's Allen, and that's complete to Croft. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Allen off the play fake. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And John Brown's got it complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Throwing now is Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 22 yards there, a first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Now Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Gore. And Gore will get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first and 10, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They go with Chubb on second down. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Allen going to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Regular. 20.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here now Roberts. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though. I
agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw is Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.